Netcasting live from somewhere near the mid-Atlantic coast, it's the Justin Hustin Show. And now your host, Justin Hustin. Well, greetings everyone and welcome to the program. Justin Hustin here for you today. And I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend, mostly. Clarenderalella invited me and a bunch of the others around over for what she says, come on over by me for a Coachella. And I didn't know what that was, but we went over. Let's see, there's Miss Kelly was there, Dandy Dan was there. Raymond was not there. I think he might have been over maybe practicing his Okefenokee or what do you call it, Raymond, that you do there? Oh, the karaoke he might have been doing. But we went over there and to Clarendalella's and it turns out that you have on the TV, it comes through the internet, and then somehow she puts it on the TV, and you have a concert, and you're looking at people in the desert, and you don't know who they are or what they're doing there. But it turns out it's real nice. If you want to have a Coachella party, then I suggest we'll absolutely go ahead and do that because we had a great time and didn't know who anybody was or anything. And I said at one point that, and I shouldn't have said, it was bad form, but I said that I didn't really care for what they were calling the music and didn't know anybody there. And then Clarendale said that she doesn't watch it for the music. She says she likes to look at the fashions and all the fashions that people are wearing there in the desert. And at that point, Dandy Dan he'd been having the Moscow mules, and they call it that because it kicks you in the head. And then apparently he had been kicked in the head a few times, and he said, if this is fashion, you can have it. And then something about the Karate Kid and Salad Shooter, and then I got out of there at that point and went on back to and then all day Sunday the federal government made love to me, and on they made love to me, and it was not consensual. And then finally I went on to bed, and then Monday I woke up and I had the state and the local government was making love to me, and I had to eventually pay them all to get them to stop it. And then they got over to the post office around a little after noon on Monday and put my tax returns in the mail, and it all stopped. So that's real good and a great weekend. And now the second-hand news. Washington, D.C., capital city of the United States. Communist ice cream peddlers Ben and Jerry have been arrested and released. On Monday, the brothers were apprehended for incommoding after they handcuffed themselves to something. Police decided not to send them to prison if they promised not to do it again. Hepzibah Poundstone and her church group are in town on a fact-finding mission concerning idolatry in America. She said that although the Lincoln Memorial was, quote, real pretty, it filled her with sinful urges and probably needed to be removed. She also said that if Ben and Jerry wanted to keep her business, they needed to stop being communist and stick to making ice cream, and that her real true favorite is Chubby Hubby. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Giant retarded baby Kanye West is going to hell and he's taking Jazzy with it. Raymond, what? Who is this? Are these people? What is it? Who are they? Well, what? Raymond says just read it and everybody knows who they are, and I doubt that. But anyway, Kanye West released his latest album, What About Pablo, through JC's music streaming service Tidal. Then Kanye went on Twitter and told everyone that the recording would never be for sale or streamed anyplace else. So 2 million people had to pay $10 a piece to find out whatever happened to baby Pablo. Now, Kanye's album is available on other streaming services such as Spotify, Rhapsody, and the Apple. Paying fans are in a conniption fit, and one fan is going to court. Justin Bakerette, it kind of sounds like cigarette, doesn't it? Bakerette. But Justin Bakerette says that the whole thing was just a ploy to save the sinking Tidal, and that he feels tricked and damaged and doesn't know what the world is coming to when you can't trust a Twitter on tweet. And now the rest of the news. North Korea's sweet emperor Hong Kong is back at it and up to his old tricks again. Dear Leader Kong has announced a ban on body piercings until after the gathering. All males caught with an ampellang will have, quote, the whole thing lopped off, while others with less offensive piercings will be given a severe haircut. Well, as John Denver said, you fill up my senses, come feel me again. Coming up, is the hot new habit right for you? The do's and don'ts of scorpion smoking next on Selfie Health. Welcome to the Nature Store. You feeling okay? Come in, look around, see something you like? No problem. Just bring it to the front. Clarendaralella will ring up your item and place it in the reusable canvas bag that you brought. Soon after, you'll exit the storefront with your purchase and return to the place you call home. No problem. Just like a real store. Need a weekly special? Here's some from old Dandy Dan. He's still kicking.
Come on, herbal hybrid. This formula has been used historically for eye disorder, such as cataracts, glaucoma macular, degeneration and respiratory, the night blindness. In addition, the formula has been used to help promote general health of the eyes. Alcohol base. To buy one is $14. You say 19%. If you want to get 2 to 3, 19, 30, 30, 35. Buy 4 and it's $12.40. Come on down. Bilberry Eye Formula, a derivative of herbal high formula. This synthetic energy blend of herbs help promote blood circulation to the eye.
The Nature Store. Just like a real store.
The tissues. I'm Dandy Dan.
3, 2, 1. Selfie! It's time for Selfie Health. A long, hard look in the mirror of the disaster you call life. Justin Hustin is ill-equipped to give advice, and he has no training in the fields of psychiatry, psychology, or social work. Well, welcome back, everyone. I want to talk a little bit about the shocking addiction that's emerging from far away and horrible places such as Pakistan and Afghanistan, and that is the vile Middle Eastern practice of smoking the scorpion. But I don't know anything about it. So let's talk about getting your bikini bottoms back in business. The El Nino is here, and he's going to be making this spring a steamy one. Men and women everywhere will want to jump right back into their bikinis right away and get outside to check the mail or mow the lawn. But if you've picked up a pound or two over the winter, your bikini bottoms could become unbound. And this may traumatize your neighbors and they could call the police. And we, we don't want that. So my advice in this situation is to get on a diet. What, Justin, you're silly. You might say that. Justin, you're silly, you might say, but everybody goes on diet. But yeah, well, what kind? Whatever you do, do not eat the yo-yo or go on the yo-yo or get on the yo-yo. Very bad. The yo-yo is one part starvation, one part all-day buffet. And while you won't lose weight, you will gain a heart attack, and then it's no more yo-yo or nothing else on account of you're dead. What I am recommending today is the Caveman diet, universally approved by all healthcare professionals and dietitians. The Caveman diet has been featured on countless magazine covers and is so simple that you just might forget it. Studies have shown that in caveman times, people mostly drank water and ate stone-killed turkeys. Thankfully, in today's world, we don't have to sneak up on turkeys and hit them with rocks. Today, we can get our turkeys from the grocery store where someone has pre-killed it for us. What could be simpler, huh? So no, no excuses from you. Every night or any time, but only once a day, eat a giant turkey with a glass of water. That's it. That's the caveman diet. Now, there have been complaints about the lack of choices when it comes to beverage. So if you find that your willpower has flown the coop, go ahead and live a little, drink a turkey egg, get that monkey out of your hotel room. Now you've got it. And after about 4 months of all of that, you'll be down to nothing and able to slip right into your bikinis bottoms or tight pants, but they won't be tight anymore. And that'll be help you to help yourself and help yourself. Hey, how about an update on the A-Day game? That's coming up later in the program. And coming up next, we're reading Twitters. KMBT. In today's hectic world, you need a name you can trust, but you also need commitment. For more than 100 years, KMBT has been there when the going gets tough and the road turns out to be several miles longer than you initially thought. KMBT is with you. Professional, strong, embracing the tradition of change. KMBT, committed to managing better change.
Reading Twitters, reading Twitters, reading Twitters, yeah!
Well, here are some of the very great Twitters that there are. Here's one from Kim Kardashian, Kim Carter, Blue Lagoon, exclamation point. I love that one. And here we have one from AL.com at AL.com. Harriet Tubman is replacing Andrew Jackson on $20. Alexander Hamilton to remain on $10 OW.ly/4 FOZ-PIC.twitter.com/NRKUSCPINT. So that's a real good one there about dollars and everything. Like here's one from someone that no one knows who this is. This one is Keely Jenner at KeelyJenner My festival essentials on my app, the KeelyJenner.com, and then there's a picture of a diamond and it has some facial creams and all kinds of things like that. So that's real good. Let's see if we can get just a couple more of the. Boy, we've got a good bunch of them here today. We've got here's one from Ruslow and Cannell at Ruslow and Cannell. Poor @ Kate Fagan 3 ... just wanted a high five from Phil Vine, and then it's a picture. I don't know what it is. So here's one from someone. Now I think we've all know who this is. Taylor Swift at Taylor Swift 13, getting ready to go out. And then okay, well that sounds pretty good to me. Here's one of Kourtney Kardashian, and it says Iceland. So I like that one a lot. Iceland. Everybody wants to go to Iceland, I think. And one more. We got to go out with a good one here now. Here's one from absolutely a complete stranger named Chloe at Chloe, and it says, anyways, ... shout out to all the real ones who uplift ! I love and respected you all. Stay shining. And then there's a picture of a heart. So that's real good. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the A-Day game and other things on the process. The Justin Hustin Show is brought to you by El Segundo the Third, Tyler Perry's 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, and Logistics. It's doing stuff. The process. Well, everyone, when we were in the break, we had a very unsettling situation that happened here. We have the evacuation announcement has come over the loudspeakers here at Belco Media, and it's apparently a very serious situation, and it's not a drill. Apparently, the Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince, has in fact passed over. And we know that because we have a code purple on the evacuation notice, and we're going to have to leave the building now. And it's something you practice for, but you never know if it's going to happen. So we're going to have to report to the parking lot where we'll be, and everybody is leaving in a very calm manner. Everybody's exiting the building for the parking lot where we will assemble and be forced into an all-night dance party. So that starts in 5 minutes. So we've got to go. For producer Raymond, technical director Miss Kelly, and everybody here at Bilco Media, I'm Justin Hustin saying so long, everyone. crawfish and coffee. You'll need that.